Now to a story from our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, about a friendship that has captured the hearts of staff and the students at an elementary school in Massachusetts. Now, this story shows that it doesn't always take a lot of words to form a special connection.
9-year-old Elif loves being at school. But for a long time, her dad was worried about whether she'd be okay after he dropped her off. You see, Elif has a severe developmental delay.
Me read again?
Me read again?
And doesn't talk much on her own. Then one day, to her dad's relief, and to Elif's joy, she made a very good friend. Not with a student, not with a teacher, but with someone very special. The school's guardian. And now Elif's too. Meet police officer Ryan Foley.
I cried, I'll be honest with you, because I know that someone is watching her. She's safe.
Yeah. What made you cry?
Because I see that she's trusting someone, except her father or her mother or her aunts or uncles.
On days when Officer Foley watches over recess, Elif keeps an eye out for him. She heads for the doors, crosses the parking lot without saying a word, and makes a beeline for Foley. He's always standing in the same place, waiting for her to take his hand and take him with her.
So she has a set route that she does. There's certain bricks that she steps on, certain points on the curb that she likes to hit, but mostly it's like zone out time. It's just a peaceful 30-minute walk.
Even though there are no words exchanged between the two of you, do you feel some kind of communication with her?
A connection, yeah. I think she senses that I'm also pretty quiet too, and I think that might play into her being more comfortable, that I'm not pressuring her to do anything. It's just walk. She knows I'm along for the walk, I guess.
Yeah.
She's the boss.
This has been going on for how long now?
About a year and a half.
Day after day.
There was one day that I didn't go out there, and her teacher, Erin, was like, oh, she wasn't very happy. She was looking for you. She was asking for you, and then she went and sat on the bench and wouldn't do anything.
Though Elif doesn't speak the way most kids do, her body language says so much. If she wants you to go away, she'll let you know. Come with me is pretty clear too. One day in her special ed class at Stanley Elementary in Waltham, Massachusetts, something very unusual happened. Someone really inspired her to speak.
Who is it?
It is Officer Body.
Good job.
Why do you think she was drawn to you?
I can't say 100%. I'm just glad it happened.
Her dad might have an idea. He says Elif has seen a photo of his father and her grandfather in a police uniform, back when he was a police officer in Turkey. Whatever it may be, it has brought so much joy to Elif's mom and dad.
Hug, Sarah?
Hug.
What do you think about this gentleman?
Great guy, great guy. Best helper of Elif, best friend of Elif. And now I'm relaxed, 100% relaxed. I knew that she was in the good hands with the teachers and all the assistants, that everything, but when I saw that picture, I know that she's in safe hands.
They are the hands of a father himself. Officer Foley comes from a long line of cops, but he is the first in his family to work at a school.
Good morning. Good morning. Come on, buddy.
No, Elif doesn't speak much. But this picture, it says all you need to know about a little girl and her best friend.
I think every connection that I make at this school is special. This one in particular will live in my heart forever.
Wow. David, now that we've heard it, we can't unhear it. It'll live in our hearts forever, too. You say she doesn't speak much, but I think she speaks a lot when she's talking to him. It's a lifelong bond.
Well said, well said. And guys, I'd like to thank Gayle, who lives in the Boston area, a viewer of ours, who wrote to me and told me this story. It's a gem of a story, so thank you, Gayle. And if you've got one that you'd like to send to me, write to us at DearDavid@cbsnews.com. I'd love to hear about it.
I like that, dear
right, dear David.
When you said I'd like to thank Gayle, I'm like, what'd I do? Yes, there are other Gayles in the world, well aware. David, that was great.
I hope you're manning that email, David,
Yeah.
because you're going to get a lot of requests.
I love that,
You
dear
know it.
David. Thank you, David Begnaud. Thank you.
Appreciate it as always, David. What a beautiful story.